Good morning, class. In today's session, we are going to continue data visualization. Today, we are going to learn about how to plot a graph and how to give styling to them by using the markers, line colors, and line styling. So first, for data visualization, we are importing the library that is matplotlib.pyplot SPLT, and we have used a new function here that is the matplotlib.inline function with the percent sign. So this is a magic function which tells the Jupyter to print the graph below the cell and not as a pop-up. So when we are using this function, the graph will appear just below the cell and not as a pop-up. So let's take an example. In this, we have taken a variable name that is apples, and we are assigning the values in it. We have assigned the 5 values to it. So for plotting a single line graph, we are calling this matplotlib library, that is PLT, and from this plot function we have called, and as an argument we have given this apples variable. So when we run this, you can see that it is giving a graph. We can see that it's a line graph, and as you can see that it's showing some matplotlib lines, line 2D, and some values given. So if we don't want this type of line above the graph, we simply give the plt.plot apples and a semicolon. So here by using this semicolon, this line will not appear, and we can include this into the last statement so that it cannot see an unintended output and only a graph should be printed. As you can see, now the line has been disappeared. It's because we have used the semicolon here. So let's take one more example to plot a single line graph. Here we have given the two variables, ears and the apples. In the ears, we have given the 5 values, and in apples also we have assigned the 5 values. So for plotting it, we will use plt.plot. We have plot the ears. So for example, if we are using only the single line graph, that's why we have used only the ears variable. If we want to give the names to the x-axis and the y-axis, we can simply give it by plt.xlabel for x-axis, and within this we can give the name as an argument which you want to give. After that, we have given the plt.ylabel, and in this we have given the argument yields as a name. So as you run this program, you can see that within the x-axis, yields has been showing, and within the y-axis, yields has been shown. So this was for the single line graph. Now we come to how to plot the multiple lines graph. So we have taken the same variables, ears with 5 values, apples with 5 values, and we have introduced one more variable that is oranges with another 5 values. So now we are plotting the graph with respect to ears, and one with the apples and one with the oranges. So how we can plot it? So let's see the syntax of it. plt.plot ears.apples for the first line and plt.plot ears.oranges for the second line. So both these lines will appear in the same graph. For axis name, we have given plt.xlabel as ears. For y axis, we have given plt.ylabel as apples and oranges. We can also give the title of the graph. So plt.title, and the graph name will be crop yields. And one more term you can use, that plt.legends, apples, within the round brackets we give the two names, apples and oranges. So as you can run this syntax, you can see that ears is the x-axis, apples and oranges in the y-axis, crop yields, which is the title of the graph, and this is the legend. So blue line shows that stands for apples, and orange line shows the oranges yield. Okay, now we come to the line markers. So how we can assign the markers to the lines. So we are using the same graph, plt.plot ears and apples, and we are using a new argument here that is marker equals to O, and for oranges one, marker equals to V. So when you run this program, you can see that the points or the data points which we are covers on the line, the orange comes with the triangle shapes that you can see, and the marker we have given the O, so you can see the circle form within the. So these are the data points that are highlighted by using the marker. So we can, in the same way, we can give the colors and the line style. So let's see the syntax of it. Plt.plot ears, apples, and the marker we are giving the value O. For color, we are using C is equals to R, which stands for color should be red. LS stands for line styling. So here we have given dash. And in the oranges one, we have given the marker V, which will show the triangle shape. Color is B, that stands for blue. And line styling is double dash. So when you run this, you can see that the orange line has a single dash, so simple line is coming, and double dash we have given with the oranges. So it is coming in the red and blue color respectively. You can also use the FMT format, that which stands for marker, line, and color. FMT argument is used for providing the shorthand for specifying the marker, line style, and color. It can be provided as a third argument to a plt.plot. So instead of giving the individually marker, line, style, and color, you can use this FMT format, which can be added as a third argument into the plt.plot. So let's see it, plt.plot ears and apples, and this is the FMT format. So within the inverted commas, O stands for marker, so oval shape or circle shape will come, dash, which means the line styling, and G stands for color, means marker, line style, and color. In the same way for oranges, S double dash and R means double dash line should be there and red color should be there. And all the other X label, Y label, title, and legends are same. Here we have given the semicolon so that the unintended output should not come. So when we run this, you can see the same thing as done, but instead of applying marker, line style, and color individually, we have just given the FMT format. So after that, we come to how we can change the figure size. Figure size means the graph which we are giving here. So plt.figure, in this, we can give figure size is equals to 6,4, which stands for width, length. And we have given the same plot, ears, apples, and the FMT format. Plt.plot ears and oranges and the FMT format. So when you will run this, you can see the size of the graph has been changed to 6,4. So in this way, you can give the different styling by using marker, line style, and color or FMT format, and also you can change the size of the graph. So we will continue the next plotting and the graph in the next class. Thank you.